What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we got a huge drop of Overwatch 2 news and it's pretty crazy. We got a lot of stuff in here to go over, so let's go ahead and jump in. Blizzard released an article today called Defense Matrix Activate: Fortifying Gameplay Integrity and Positivity in Overwatch 2. At first, I really didn't think that this was going to be a crazy article, but they have a ton of stuff in here that we've all been wondering for a long time, and it really highlights the lengths that they're going to in Overwatch 2 to support the community and keep a lot of bad people that are making crazy Smurf accounts and just being disruptive to competitive in the game in general. The first thing that they really go over here is the new SMS Protect program, which basically is going to make you link up your phone number to your Overwatch account. And by doing that, it's actually going to do a lot. It means that you can't take your one phone number and make different Overwatch accounts. You would have to have two phone numbers. Your account has to be linked to a phone number, so you really can't have a Smurf account anymore. You can't even use prepaid phones or anything like that. It has to be a number from Verizon, Sprint, those companies, etc. Let me go ahead and read a little snippet of what they had to say. Starting October 4th, 2022, all players across all platforms, including consoles, are required to have a phone number attached to their Battle.net account to launch Overwatch 2. The same phone number cannot be used on multiple accounts at the same time, and players can't use the same phone number to create multiple accounts. A phone number can only be used once when making a new account, and certain types of numbers, including prepaid and VoIP, cannot be used for SMS Protect. Even if you own a previous box version of original Overwatch, you still need to activate SMS Protect to play Overwatch 2. So this is the new first line defense for Overwatch 2, and I think it's a pretty good one. We're going to get a lot of benefit in the community out of this. This is a good move on Overwatch 2. The second step is an even bigger one though: machine learning in audio transcriptions. For years, our team has used machine learning to detect and prevent disruptive behavior, cheating, and disruptive text chat. Our detection methods leverage multiple systems, including your in-game reports, to identify behavior that drives down the quality of in-game experiences. We're expanding our detection capabilities by introducing audio transcriptions in the following weeks after launch. Audio transcriptions allow us to collect a temporary voice chat recording of a reported player and automatically transcribe it through text-to-speech programs. The text file is then analyzed for disruptive behavior by our chat review tools. Once the audio recording has been transcribed to text, it's quickly deleted as the file's sole purpose is to identify potential disruptive behavior. The text file is then deleted no later than 30 days after the audio transcription. This system relies on players reporting disruptive behavior as soon as they encounter it in-game because we do not store voice chat data long term. This means you should report disruptive behavior as it's occurring in-game to give us the best chance at detecting, catching, and preventing disruptive players. Your reports matter. Player reporting is one of the most effective methods for identifying and actioning disruptive behavior as quickly as possible. So there you have it. They're going to be able to record your voice chat so they know if you are actually up to no good or not. All of these things are extremely good changes. It means that we're just going to have a better competitive experience, in my opinion. Not just the entire game, but specifically competitive will be a lot better. There's not going to be too many Smurf accounts, in my opinion, after this. And believe it or not, this isn't even the biggest piece of news. Essentially, we're getting a brand new tutorial type mode for Overwatch 2 when it comes to new players. And when I say tutorial, it might not be exactly what you're thinking, so let me read you what they have to say. First time user experience. We want FTUE to welcome players more gradually to Overwatch 2. As we've seen constant feedback from new players feeling overwhelmed by numerous game modes and heroes, new players begin with access to a limited set of game modes, heroes, and some other restrictions to onboard them more gradually. The first phase of our new FTUE rapidly unlocks all the game modes and the ability to chat in-game, and the second phase unlocks all the original Overwatch heroes over the course of approximately 100 matches. This focused experience eases new players into the world of Overwatch by teaching them about different modes, rules, and other high-level aspects of the game in an approachable way. This is also some extremely good news, but it does come with a caveat, and that's that it says the original Overwatch heroes over the course of approximately 100 matches will be unlocked. So new players aren't going to get access to all the heroes in the game immediately. They're going to have to go through an extensive tutorial that's kind of laid out through the entire game as you play, which is another really good thing because the launch of original Overwatch didn't have any tutorial like this. They didn't show you all of the characters or take you through all of their abilities. You had to figure it out on your own at your own pace. So when it comes to Overwatch 2, this is going to be a much better user-friendly experience if you're a new player and not a veteran. We also have an update when it comes to competitive. Requirements to enter competitive mode are changing with Overwatch 2. We are removing player levels in-game, so instead of having to reach a certain level, new players are now challenged to win 50 quick play matches before competitive unlocks. This gives new players time to prepare for the higher expectations that come with competitive, while long-term players don't feel discouraged by teammates who have less experience. In the process of unlocking competitive, we analyze new players' skill levels to optimize matchmaking in a way that feels good to everyone. Okay, so we have no more hero levels, and I think we heard something about this in the past, we just didn't know how it was going to pan out, but we're actually not getting our borders and we're not getting our levels displayed at all. They're completely going away. All of this new stuff for new players actually plays a big part in preventing spoof accounts, because even if you find a way around the phone number issue, you're still going to be a brand new player and it's going to take you a long time to unlock everything, so it's going to be very discouraging to make a bunch of different spoof accounts if you're able to get past the phone number stuff somehow. Let's read the next part about player levels in competitive. As we mentioned, player levels are being removed in Overwatch 2. With experience going towards leveling up your battle pass, this means portrait borders that symbolize player level are also going away from all game modes in Overwatch 2, and competitive skill tiers will no longer be displayed before each competitive match. Players will have customizable name cards and titles to display alongside their in-game name and player icon. There are a few reasons for this change. We found this to be a pain point for competitive as some players were passing judgment on their teammates before the match began, causing either explicit or implicit bias to occur immediately. We want this change to help players work together by eliminating this potential bias. Really, all this stuff in the entire article is going to help competitive, Overwatch as a whole, new players, and it's going to stop hackers from taking over the game. And then there's a couple little extra things that they're doing to prevent even more bias and help out with people who just don't want to be in team chat. They're going to change endorsements from being 3 separate entities and combine them into one. You can only endorse your teammates, not the enemy team. And now we have an in-game ping system, so if you don't feel like talking or you can't talk, you're able to use the ping system for more direction to show players what you want or what's going on in the match. Overwatch 2 has been a long time in the making and we were all wondering where the work has gone, and this shows. Like, this takes a lot of work to do to protect the game, especially because it's going to be free to play. This is a ton of good information and a lot of good stuff that's going on for Overwatch 2, so I really hope that you guys are looking forward to the release of Overwatch 2 because it's going to be a much different experience than the original launch. Most definitely a better experience. And that about wraps it up for all the new information in this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Flash out.